Listen, the game of business is about having small markers over your competition. And one of the ways you can have it is on Sunday nights, because very few people prepare Sunday night for the entire week. Today, I'm going to give you 10 things I do to prepare for my week on Sunday night. So listen, before I get into it, I want to thank everybody for helping Value Team across 800,000 subscribers. It feels like yesterday we were at 5,000 subs. Now we're only 200,000 subs away from crossing 1 million subscribers on this channel. And by the way, today's episode, these 10 things I want to cover with you that I do on Sunday night, this was inspired by Anton, my friend from Croatia, who sent me a jersey, brought it to Dallas, Texas, with my last name on the back, Anton Nakic. This episode is dedicated to you. Number one. So first thing I do is I grab a blank sheet of paper and I categorize it in 5 different categories. Business, finance, health, spiritual, family, right? And every time I fill this out, by the time I'm done with my strategy session, those to-do lists end up on my phone, so it's a reminder throughout the week on what I need to do next. Number 2. So once I have my to-do list sheet of paper right next to me on the table, the following thing I do is I go to my calendar and I go back 90 days. This is why I go back 90 days. Couple reasons. One, I'm going back to find any leaks of people I need to follow up on. When I do that, I write the name here. I need to follow up with John, family. I need to follow up with Bob, business. I need to follow up with such and such, personal trainer, health. I make my notes here. The next thing I do is accountability. I look at my daily monitoring activity. Let me explain to what I mean by daily monitoring activity. Every single day, I have a certain set of activity I need to be doing, so I score my week. Was this a 7? Was this a 9? Was this a perfect week, a 10? Whatever your numbers are for your business, I don't know what it is, you got to have certain criteria to make it a 10. When you have a 10, you green it out. This week was a 10. This week was a 9. But I gauge my week after week after week. So once I have this set up, then I look at my following week that's coming up for my schedule. So one is 90 days. The other one is the next week coming up. This prepares me mentally on what's coming up the next week. Number 3. So look, no matter who it is, whatever kind of a business you're on, everybody typically has a handful of people they can contact on Sunday night or Saturday. This is like your main core team, right? So I'll ask them, I say, listen, this week we have this project coming out. What's going on with this? And this week we got this going on. By the way, are you prepared with this? How are we fully prepared for this one thing that's coming up tomorrow? Because we have to be, yes, we are. I'm going to communicate typically on Sunday night with 5 to 7 of my direct people that I'm working with, so they are also prepared for the week. Because if I wait till Monday, we're already behind the 8 ball. Number 4. So the next thing I do is I make a list of people that need to hear from me this week, meaning vendors, partners, executives, sales, clients. Who needs to hear from me and what kind of message is it? Is it an encouraging message? Is it an accountability? Is it a report? Is it an update? Is it a direction? Is it a challenge? We need to improve in such and such area. What is it? I make that as a list of people I need to follow up with, and I add that to my to-do list. Number 5. So now that I've done that, my to-do list is going to tell me any big meetings I have coming up, a board meeting, right? Maybe I'm having an investor meeting. I'm having a meeting with certain carriers, insurance companies. And what do I have to prepare for this meeting, right? So stuff that I need to prepare, data, quote, if it's a sales training, whatever it is, I need to prepare for that. And others, if it's investors, what other deck do I need to have, a presentation, a PowerPoint? If it's not a lot, great. If it is a lot, I'll make sure the people that are helping me with this start putting it together as well. Number 6. So one of the things I like to do is I like to send gifts, cards, any kind of certain things, flowers, edible arrangement. I will make a list. Who is supposed to be getting something from me this week? That list is also made on my to-do list. By the way, this is family, business, finance, every one of them. Who needs to hear from me as far as a gift goes? And that goes out the following week. Number 7. So depending if you're married, you have kids, you're single, family, mom, dad, brother, sister, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. I ask, what do we have going on this week? Do we have a birthday going on? Do we have wedding? What do you need me at? I need to know what is needed from me this week. Especially if you have kids, it's very critical for you to know, hey, we have a family thing going on with the teacher here on such and such date. Great, I'm ready for it, and we move on. Number 8, so next thing is I'm reading. I'm reading a book, I'm reading articles, I'm reading news, I'm reading industry stuff that's taking place. I'm going out there and studying, right? I got to get my mind mentally prepared for the crazy week that's about to come up, and I feed myself for about an hour reading on Sunday night. Number 9, so right after that, what I like to do is study numbers. I mean, I love studying numbers because it tells a story, right? So yes, I track my activity on 90 days and what I got coming up this week. But what I do next is study numbers, actual numbers. If you're doing real estate, how many homes did you sell last month, the month prior to that? I sit there and I look at how many people did we sell a policy to? How many people was a week before? How about the week prior to that? What are we doing Q1 to Q2? What's Q3 looking like last year's Q4? I'm looking at all of those numbers together to prepare me and know exactly where my business is at today, because I don't want to be caught with a surprise when I go and knowing, wait a minute, this one data is low, this one's high. I want to know all of it before I start my week. Number 10. So this last one may sound weird to you, but I prepare my clothes for the following day because I don't like to wake up in the morning, look in my closet saying, what am I going to wear to? If I had a my way, I'd wear a white shirt every single day with blue jeans and flip-flops, right? But some days I'm meeting with investors. So I put my suits up, the tie, all this other stuff, my workout clothes night before. So in the morning, I don't need to do any thinking about clothes. So listen, the whole purpose of doing this is for two reasons. One, for you to be prepared for your week so you're not really stressed out going to sleep at night. And two, to actually have a strategy going into your week. By the way, think about what a small percentage of people actually spend a couple hours on Sunday night preparing for their week. 10%? You're beating 90% of your competition if you do this. So for some of you that are watching and saying, Pat, I wish I had this on PDF. Mario, our hero, has prepared a one-page PDF. You got to click on the link below, download it, take it out and look at it and say, here's what I'm going to start doing on a weekly basis. And by the way, for some of you that are saying, man, I found so many leaks in my business if I'm not doing this. There's a video. This video itself for consulting could be $100,000 for me to spend time breaking down the leaks people have in their businesses. But this video is also on Valuetainment. The title of this video is How to Find Leaks in Your Business. If you saw this video, go to that video as well, because that's going to help you find other leaks in your business that you currently have. So with that being said, by the way, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, click on that alert button. Forget about just the subscribe. Click on the alert button so you're one of the first to get any episode that comes out on Valuetainment. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.